What is that? That's not what I think it is. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Oh, that couldn't be money, could it? Hi, welcome to my channel, which is absolute garbage. No, that's the name of the channel, not actually the quality itself. Now, this is actually my first video, and I'm doing in a local area to sort of keep it nice and simple. And what we're going to do today is hopefully clean up this part here. Now, I've done a major project before. It took me about 6 hours to clean up a part of a river. This is relatively simple compared to what I did before, but I didn't have a camera then. So now I have a DJI camera, and well, just look at this. I'm hoping this won't take too long. Let's see how it goes, shall we? Now here we are. It looks pretty grim, but I have seen worse. Fortunately, it's been quite hot lately, so it hasn't rained too much. Just sporadic raining, really. So it's quite shallow. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. The usual cans. Good grief. That's ironic. Part of a dustbin. Bottles, usual plastic items. But I have to say, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Last time I did a river project, I pulled out wheelchairs, ironing boards, kettles, spoons, knives, forks, a wheelchair, 3 scooters and 2 bicycles. And when I dumped the bicycles for the local council to pick up, the scrapyard man came and took them. Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? Never know what these are. Very strange slogans. Anyway. Right, now, as you can see, it's not too bad as you get further down, so probably, I just thought it probably around about an hour or 2, but it probably won't even take me that long. I'll move on to my other project later. Okay. Yeah, sorry about the break in transmission there. Forgot to put the gloves on. Any good litter picker knows, always wear gloves. You never know what's lurking beneath the waves or the bushes or brambles or whatever. Okay. I'm not really sure if I can use the picker for this, but now these pickers were provided by the council, and as you can see, they're quite big. I was actually going for something a bit smaller. I've got my own personal picker, but I brought these along because they're more suitable for the harder tasks, I should say, but they're not really good for picking up small bits. So we'll do our best. Anyway. Right. Yeah. Ooh. Hope you're not picking up too much on the old breathing there. Try to keep that to a minimum. I've actually got a wireless mic at the moment, which puts out better quality audio. But I'm going to be constantly looking down to make sure it's pinned to my lapel or shirt or whatever. Yeah, there you go. And make sure I've got the camera pointing in the right direction as well. I mean, I've been doing litter picking for quite some time, over a year. This is the first time I'm doing a proper video and intending to put it online. So I should say hi, YouTubers! Ooh, yeah. These are really good actually for picking up litter, he says, as he's missed twice on that one. Now, this is something a bit more major. Oh, doesn't that look good? Oh, what a visual. Yeah. Oh, come on. That's going to take too long. I think. Oh. Last time I was in the river, I was almost up to my waist. This time it's quite a shallow event. So, but you still need the old Wellington boots. Oh, look at this. That'll have to come out later. I'll just throw that over there. Oh, no you don't. Oh, he's off. Got it. Right. At least I don't have an audience. Last time I had an audience, even got a round of applause at the end. Just kidding. What is that? Is that a selfie stick? Anyway. Yeah, I've overestimated this. I really thought this was going to take a lot longer. I shouldn't complain really. Put that there for a minute. I mean, it makes you wonder who buys a whole bottle of Schweppes lemonade and then just proceeds to throw it into the river, completely full. Ah, geez. Hope I'm not polluting the river too much. There's nowhere else to throw it really. Maybe in the bushes next time. Anyway, in you go. You have to empty these things, otherwise it just gets too heavy. And before you know it, you're changing bags because of the weight. It's a lovely river here, actually. It's actually a river, not a stream. I thought it was a stream or a brook, but it's actually a river. Yeah, here we are, look. Ooh, that's nasty. That's been there for a fair while. Okay. I'm going to go a bit silent for a while. And just focus on picking up stuff. Ooh, what that is. God. Oh. Whoa. Actually, last time when I was doing a river project, I didn't use a picker. Just picked everything up by my hands. But since we're going on YouTube, I don't want people to follow that example. Oh, reflection. Sticks. What is that? Well, that's just a reflection, isn't it? I'm trying to pick up a reflection here. I think I just saw a fish. Oh. High on Red Bull. That's why they swim upside down. Red Bull gives them wings. I've heard of flying fish. Ah, bad joke. Move on. Oh. Whew. Remember to face where you're picking. Here we have one of those evil canisters, nitrous oxide. I think they call them fast cans. Gee, that's going to be really heavy. I can't carry that. Oh, I have to take that back in a separate bag. What have we got here? Like a bank. Yeah, you can see where the majority of the litter collects right under the bridge. That's not what I think it is. It's actually plastic. Some of the weirdest things I've found while litter picking. Found a Buddha statue once. Cleaned it up. Use it in the house now. It'll be good luck. Rub the Buddha's belly, is it? Oh, these are starting to jar up now. Okay. Yeah, you rub the belly for good luck, I think. Something like that, anyway. Ooh. Oh. These are full of water, as you can imagine. So they're not much fun to pick up. Oh, I don't know what that is. A mop. I can't be carrying all that, it's just too heavy. Baggables and unbaggables. Alright. Oh, look at that. Is that, wow. Did I just throw that? Oh no, it's another one. Good grief. Yep. Don't you just love those nitric oxide canisters? Yep. Oh, seriously? God. I can't believe it. Oh, where's that gone? Oh, good grief. I mean, what exactly is it with this? You open it, shove it up your nose, or some other orifice. Leave that to your imagination. God, what some people do to get high. Unbelievable. Oh, what's heavier, the can or the litter picker? I can't complain though, they are heavy duty. I wouldn't use my normal picker in here, it's just not the right environment. Probably snap in half. Oh, here we are. Now my least favourite canned drink. Red Bull. The enemy of every litter picker. Oh, gosh. Oh. These bags, by the way, are from the local council. So kudos to them, or as we say in England, many thanks. I asked for 30, they gave me 200. A little bit ambitious, but never mind. Oh, yeah. Last time I did this kind of litter pick in the river, I found a whole wardrobe, and I'm not talking about a physical wardrobe, I mean somebody's wardrobe. You know, we're talking about shorts, underwear, shoes, sweater, jacket, the lot, hoodie. Of course, you can't go without the hoodie. Oh, here comes the heavy breathe. That section down there I cleaned about 2 months ago without a camera, so I don't think there'll be too much there, and I don't really want to spend too much time. I'm only doing this section. As you can see, the bag is getting quite full. Now, I don't know why, but when I see other people doing this kind of work online, their bags always seem to be a lot smaller. So, I'm not having to rib at anybody, but when they say I've done 20 bags or 30 bags, it's more like 15 bags for me, because these things are huge. And I fill them to the top. Anyway, moving on. God. Oh, it's getting really heavy now. And there's a natural dam here which stops all the garbage. Sorry, rubbish. We're in the UK now. All the rubbish. Oh, that's the idea anyway. Oh God, I spent so much time just emptying these things. What is that? That is weird. Oh, there. Thank God I got mine. Can I get it? Yes, I can. Another canister over there. Not good news. It's really going to weigh down the bag. But it has to be done. I'm so sorry, bag. Oh, here we go. There we go. That's it. That is going to weigh the whole thing down. That's it. Okay. I always say that's it, and then there's one more piece. Oh no, it had to be this. Oh, okay. That really is it. This thing weighs a ton. Oh my God. I think just the canisters rather alone weigh the bag down a lot. Okay. Right. Oh, I'm gonna take this out. Listen to that. That's the cheerful cling of a fast food canister, or a fast gas. Well, they're not fast gas, are they? They're a lot smaller. Think about that from here to here. These are the real deal. All right. A little bit early for Christmas. Right. Wow, didn't know there were so many. Wow. I have to laugh if somebody's walking by with the dog and they see these canisters come flying out from the river. Okay, look at this. I mean, all right, that's charity material there. That could be cleaned up, strangely enough. That could be cleaned up and donated. And some little kid could have a lot of fun with that. What is up with people? I actually picked up a child's bike, a little pink bike, about a month ago. Cleaned it all up, took it to the, cleaned it all up, took it to the charity shop, and they got £12 for it. And the little kid actually rode it out of the shop. Happy as can be. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with this scooter, because look at that. I mean, look at that. By the way, those of you who are looking for this or interested in doing litter picking, this is called a bag hoop. And this one cost me £15 at Screwfix. I know you can get them cheaper, but that's what it cost me. Oh, look at that. I mean, that's shredded, right? Actually, that's rotted. But I have seen lawnmowers go over entire playgrounds and fields and whatever where children play, and they absolutely cut this crap into pieces. And then along comes a dog. Yep. Next minute, off to the vet with a cut paw, or some child falls on a broken piece of this stuff. I'm not saying people should litter, but if they're going to litter, empty the bloody thing first and throw it complete. Don't shred it. You wouldn't believe some of the places I've picked up litter, like literally half a metre from a bin. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard that before anyway, on other channels. Makes you think what's going through their minds. A couple of what we call brain deaders. I could have used that, couldn't I? Right, as you can see, I did a bit of litter picking off camera there. I'm trying to save the battery. Although these batteries do last for about 2 hours continuous, so that's pretty good. Sometimes 3. Depends what resolution and frame rate you're on. Oh, there's always one. No, I'm not going in there. I'm going to get my trusty litter picker. And, oh, hang on. Picking up rocks now. No, get my litter picker and try to pull that out. As you can see, it's pretty clean here now. Right amounts of sticks and boulders and stones. What's that? Hang on. All right. That no. Should I? Yeah, why not? It's rusty. It contaminates the river. It doesn't belong here. So, any other litter pickers out there? What the feedback do you get? What kind of feedback do you get when you're picking? You get the average moron on a bike go by saying, "What the hell are you doing that for? You're not paid." Sorry, I don't know why I lapse into that voice every time. It's just the way some of them talk. But most of the time, the feedback is positive. Whoa! Yeah, most people say thank you for your work. Or we appreciate what you're doing. That kind of thing, which is nice. But it makes me wonder sometimes. I know it's easier to sit back and watch somebody else do it, but it wouldn't do anybody any harm, if they're able, of course, and reasonably physically fit. Just pick up a bit of litter now and again. If everybody picked up one piece of litter, we wouldn't have all this. I've done all this months ago. There's nothing here. Great. Absolutely fantabulous. What is that? No. This is how I like to see it. I'm sure most of you like to see it like this as well. This is looking pretty good now. Oh. I'm wearing a body cam, by the way. I find that the head cams make people nauseous. Or that sort of darting around with the head. I'm just hoping you pick up everything, or almost everything. Oh, that couldn't be money, could it? Oh, yes. And somebody asked me the other day how much you get paid. There it is. That's my fee for the day. I wonder where the rest of this is. It's not down the stream because, as I said, I cleaned that area down there before. So I don't know where. Probably somebody just dismembered the whole bin and threw this in. So strange. Anyway. Okay, time for a swing. Whoa! Got it. Yeah. Bag and a half. I was expecting more. Oh, sorry, that's 10 bags to other people. No, I'm just kidding. That's about 3 bags. Normal bags. These things are huge. Strong though. And thanks once again to the local council. I mean, bags, they're not exactly expensive, but you know, it helps when you get bags provided, litter pickers. Action Pro cameras? No, that's going too far. I'm wondering if somebody actually rode this down the bank and then couldn't get it back up again. Of course not. Anyway. Oh, can I throw this? I'm not sure. Yeah. Whew. Okay. This one, I don't know. Will the council take it? Well. This is looking much better. Much better. See, even the birds appreciate it. They're giving me bird song over there. No, I mean, it's all about the environment and wildlife and pets and, you know, I could go on and on. And it's just aesthetically better as well. I don't want to look at all that garbage. Sorry, rubbish. Oh no, is that what I think it is? Yep, glass. So you can just imagine somebody sitting here knocking back the old booze. Why should I take this with me? But I'm not just going to leave it here. I'm going to smash it into pieces. And then I'm going to just leave it there. What is that? What's that? Oh, it's a rock. That's a rock. That, I don't know, that's a stick. That is, what's a rock? A rock. Yep, that's a rock. Keep that ball there, I can see. I know there's a dog that would love to have that. Oh, I'll keep that for later. Right, now, to sum up, as you can see, a lot cleaner. A lot cleaner. Okay, that's it for now. I'm going to get this stuff up and dump it near a local bin, and hopefully the council will take it away. Here we are, coming up to hopefully a bin, as I remember. I'll stash everything here. Hopefully they'll pick it up. Put that by the side. Oh. These things are so heavy. And these are supposedly empty. God knows what they're like when they're full. Nitric oxide canisters. What a waste of life. I'm going to put those there and hope that I'll get some prat who tries to throw them in the road or something, but generally people leave that stuff alone. Not my job. Right, we're going to have to gather this up and put it next to the bin. I don't know what to do about that scooter there. Clean it up and give it to the local Children's Cancer or British Heart or other worthy causes, charities. Might get a few bob for it. Lovely piece of countryside here. Lovely. Shame that it gets spoiled by morons. Who, incidentally, are in the minority, but they spoil it for everybody else. By the way, I take my hats off, well, if I had a hat, I take my hat off to the local litter picking crew. The council do an excellent job, but they don't usually stray outside their usual perimeter, their area. So of course, these kinds of areas get untouched. But the main areas where people walk and all that, they do an excellent job, and I have nothing but praise for them. In fact, I know a few of them, not personally, but I always say hello to them. They're up there at 6:30, 7 in the morning. Great way to keep in shape as well. Okay, we're back to our last part now, I think. One more round and we should be done. See my bag blowing away over there. Does that make me a litterer? That flying away. Naughty boy. Throwing your blue bags everywhere. How dare you? On second thoughts, I don't think I'll be taking this to the charity. I've just realised the battery there, it's an electric. Not familiar with these scooters. Don't think it could be recovered, so I'm going to put it with the rest of the garbage, and hopefully the local council will take it away in the next few days. I just had a horrible thought, actually. I think I'll take the bag with me next time, each time, because I was out the other day and I put a litter picker down, or litter picking tool down, because I had two at the time for some reason. So I put it down, went to pick an area, and when I got back it was gone. So take the temptation away is what I say. I've got to take this with me. See, this is what I use for standard picking, and then those down there are the heavy duty ones. Right, get this back to the bin, and that's it for here. Yeah, on the way back I found all this. Somebody's obviously had a beer or whatever. Smashed it all up. Look at this. Loads of it. Oh, good God. I'm just going to scrape it up with them. Always use gloves. Always use gloves. Should bring a vacuum cleaner. No, seriously, always use gloves. That's one less dog or cat or whatever getting hurt, hopefully. Okay. Right, last item. One of the heaviest I'm going to put this in the road next to the bin. If the council don't get it, I'll report it as a fly tip. They're pretty good at picking it up, but if they don't, there's a local scrap merchant that goes up and down this road every day, and anything he sees he nabs. Like I said, the first time I did this, got a wheelchair, bicycle, scooters, all gone by the next day. I even helped him load them into the truck. So and that's it. Snapshot time. Okay, good. That's it for that one. Hope you've enjoyed what I've been up to. My first attempt. Not my first attempt at litter picking, but doing a YouTube video. Let's see how it comes out. Not going to ask you for the usual things. Subscribe and all that. I'll leave that up to you. Well, it doesn't do any harm if you wanted to. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Look at that. That's a mating ritual or just general behavior. Or maybe he's trying to help him along or her along. There they go. Cute.